Focus. We hear the word tossed around everywhere in today's world. Focus on your goals. Focus on your workout. Focus on being present. But what does true focus mean? And how can the wisdom of Stoicism and a dash of sorcery transform your ability to zero in on what truly matters? Stick with me and unlock the kind of awareness that can change your life. Imagine this. There's a lens hovering in mid-air. It shines faintly as though powered by the universe itself. This lens is the symbol of our focus, our ability to perceive and direct our attention. However, much like an unpolished lens, our focus is often cloudy, scattered by the chaos of modern life. Social media notifications pop up, emails demand replies, and let's not even start on that cluttered to-do list. Now here's where our journey begins. Picture yourself as a Stoic sorcerer, holding this magical lens. Together, we're about to refine it, distill it, and transform it into an extraordinary tool of wisdom. First, let's talk about the noise. Stoicism often emphasizes the importance of distinguishing what's in our control from what's outside of it. The incessant buzz of modern distractions, outside of our control. But how we greet those distractions, guard our attention, and protect our focus, completely in our hands. Epictetus once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Translation: don't fret if you turn off the notifications, if you say no to constant interruptions, or if you dedicate your finite energy to the things that matter most to you. In other words, your lens may seem uncool to others, blurring some relationships, but it's sharpening your life's purpose. Now, as you refine your Stoic lens, imagine this. You're at a crossroads, surrounded by swirling chaos. There's a path leading to meaningful growth, and another toward trivial distractions. How do we avoid losing ourselves to trivialities? Marcus Aurelius gives us guidance here. He says, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means our focus, akin to that glowing lens, shouldn't be at the mercy of every external event. Instead, it must be anchored by the wisdom residing within. Picture the lens beginning to transform. With every positive choice, every moment you resist, meaningless scrolling on your phone, every time you dedicate an afternoon toward crafting something meaningful, it sharpens. It becomes more precise, more powerful. You are now actively sculpting this tool, this prism of clarity. As a Stoic sorcerer, you are realizing that focus isn't about blocking out every distraction. It's about choosing your priorities with unfair precision. Here's an exercise to enhance that focus. Close your eyes. You, here in this very moment. Take a deep breath. Picture that glowing lens in your mind, as though you're holding it in your hand. Ask yourself, right now, what's the one thing demanding my attention that aligns most with my values? What's the thing that, should I do it well, will ripple like magic across all other areas of life? This power of prioritization, derived from the wisdom of Stoicism, also embraces the sorcery of energy flow. Think of energy as currency. It's limited, but you get to choose where it goes. And here's the kicker. Your focus fuels your energy. The tighter the lens is tuned, the more potent your energy becomes. This is ancient mystical efficiency. Seneca once said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." By wasting time, we scatter focus and dilute that magical life energy. Let me ask you, how are you wasting your most valuable currency? How often do you let guilt over unfinished tasks or mindless distractions siphon it away? As a Stoic sorcerer, your lens equips you to identify what truly matters, what truly deserves your energy. That includes knowing when to say no. No is one of the most powerful spells in your arsenal. No isn't just a rejection, it's a protection. No guards the refinement of the lens, ensuring you don't tarnish it with chaos you never invited. Now let's consider another layer. Perception. A lens adjusts. It adapts to light, to clarity, to perspective. Similarly, your focus lens isn't static. It should be both wide and narrow. Use this mystical wisdom during reflection. Sometimes you need to zoom out and see the big picture. Are your priorities aligned, or has the noise disguised itself as necessity? Other times, zoom in ruthlessly when crafting a masterpiece, building a project, or having a meaningful conversation. Wield that pinpoint focus with conviction. Here's a practical tip to tune your lens: the rule of threes. At any given moment, ask yourself, what are the top 3 priorities? 3 is a magical number. It balances simplicity and efficiency. As a Stoic sorcerer, 3 spells of focus are easier to master. Say, for instance, these might be health, relationships, and growth. By structuring your lens around these patterns, you shrink the overwhelming chaos of the massive to-do list into something actionable. And that's where the sorcery amplifies. Action. The clearer the lens, the more intentional the action. Another exercise for you. Visualize the distractions around you like a swirling fog. Imagine your lens cutting through it, segmenting those distractions and discarding the irrelevant ones. The remaining few deserve your consideration. This isn't just an exercise, it's a life-altering strategy for working smarter. And let's not forget about compassion. Too often, in our pursuit of this magical clarity, we demonize ourselves for slipping into distraction. Remember, the lens functions imperfectly at times. It collects dust from modern chaos. But instead of self-punishment, channel that obstacle into a stepping stone for improvement. Marcus Aurelius artfully noted, "You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action." This wisdom means occasional misalignments are inevitable. What matters is adjusting the lens, realigning our focus. Do you notice the change already? When you visualize your Stoic lens, you begin to see areas in your life where focus is elusive or scattered. Perhaps it's a neglected hobby. Perhaps it's a relationship that grows dim through inattention. Gently redirect your lens, not as a weapon against distractions, but as an invitation toward meaning. Here's a fun challenge. Take 5 minutes after this video to reflect on your life focus. Where would your Stoic lens shine brightest? Or perhaps, more importantly, where does it glow dimmest, urging you for attention? What is asking for light in your life? As we wrap this wisdom gauntlet up, remember these truths of the Stoic sorcerer's lens. 1. Focus is a choice. You have more control than you believe. 2. No is a legitimate spell. Protect your attention. 3. Reflection is a necessity. Zoom in when acting. Zoom out when reassessing. 4. Compassion for yourself is non-negotiable. A dusty lens isn't failure. It's an opportunity to polish it sharper. So ask yourself, what could you achieve if your focus was truly refined? Could you build a career, restore relationships, or master an art? Whatever path it is, know that the Stoic lens will guide you seamlessly. It isn't about trendy shortcuts. It's about deep wisdom, finely tuned. Now go out there, hold that magical lens high, align it with your most cherished priorities, and watch your focus evolve into unparalleled clarity and action. You are the Stoic sorcerer, and you're more powerful than you imagine.